XLOOKUP is the easiest and fastest function to look up a value from a table and then return a related result. Using the same dataset we used for VLOOKUP, I have a list of 51 usernames associated with a compromised account, and I would like to retrieve the emails and telephone numbers of the customers from the customer records sheet. We can use the customer name or username to look up the email addresses. However, since we could potentially have customers with the same first and last name, it's best to look up by the username. To find the email addresses, we type our XLOOKUP function, tab. We are going to use the function wizard, so click FX. XLOOKUP has 3 compulsory parameters and 2 optional parameters. Lookup value is the value we want to use to retrieve the emails, and for us that is the username. The lookup array is the list from our customer records file that contains all user IDs. Return array is the list that contains the values we want to return. For us, that will be the email address. And like I said, we have if not found, which is an optional parameter, and we have the match mode as well. We don't need that for our purpose. So I'm going to select the lookup value, which is the username. For the lookup array, I'm going to select the customer records file, and we want to select the username column. I'm just going to select the whole column. For the return array, we want to select the email column. So I'll go back to my customer records file, and now I can select the email column. Click OK, and now we have our email. When you double click, we get a list of all the emails belonging to this username or to the customer. Next, let's retrieve the telephone numbers. This time we will type the formula ourselves. Equal XLOOKUP tab. The lookup value is the username. I'm going to select the username. We have a comma. The lookup array is where we have the username inside of our customer records file. I select customer records file, and I'm just going to select the column username, comma. The next parameter is the return array. We want the telephone number. So now I'm going to scroll, and I will select the column M, which is the telephone number. And then I can enter. We have all the telephone number, and when you double click or drag down, we have the telephone number for all our customers. You can see how easy it is to return values using XLOOKUP. With XLOOKUP, we don't need the lookup value to be in the first column, neither do we have to specify if we want a similar or exact match by entering false or true.